Okay, so for this video with Make Everyday Colorful, I am going to show you how to make white violet jelly. So I wrote down exactly what we needed so I didn't forget anything. So for this, you're going to need 1 cup of violet flowers, and you can adjust, like double in the recipe or whatever if you need. You're going to need 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of boiling water, 1 lemon juice, and one pint jar, and 1.5 tablespoons of powder pectin. That's what I'm using, or you can go according to the manufacturer's directions. Like if you have different pectin, it'll tell you how much pectin you usually need per cups of whatever you do in fruit or whatever. So that's how you do that. So this is the video for the white violet jelly. Hope y'all enjoy. So these are the white wild violets. See, they have 5 flower petals and they have those little lines in them, and they're all over our yard. This is what we're picking to make white wild violet jelly. And they also have purple ones. Let me show you the purple one. See, this is a purple one. So you can do purple or white. I'm trying to see if we have any other purple ones. We don't have as many purple as white. We have white ones everywhere. See, here's some more purple ones. See? Same thing, they have the 5 petals. So if you have those, and you always want to make sure you know what you're picking before you eat it. But that's what we're going to make jelly out of. Here's the white violet flowers. You pick them. This is my daughter picking some of them. She got a little basket and I have a bag. We're gonna pick a bunch of these and make our jelly. So right here we're seeing how many of the wild violets we have. Put them in a measuring cup. We want to try and we're trying to get to 2 cups. I don't know if we're going to get quite there. It might be like a cup or a cup and a half. We'll see. And then so I'll adjust the recipe from there, and I'll just tell you what we normally do. All right, so you can see we just boiled some water in the kettle, and we poured it in here. So we had about a cup of white violets. So we measured about a cup and a half of water in another measuring cup, and then poured it in here. And we're going to let it steep for about 4 hours, and then I'll go to the next step. Okay, so this is the next step in the process. So I have a funnel and a fine mesh strainer and a measuring cup just to hold it. I'm going to try and do it to where you can see. So now I have my white violet flowers, and I'm going to just pour them in here, and I'm going to seep it. I mean, it was seeping, so now I'm going to pour what was seeping for so long. So you can see I have it all in here, okay? So I'm gonna just kind of like push it like this, just to get all the juices out, okay? So I just kind of squeeze it and get as much out as I can, and this just prevents any of the flower parts from going into there. And then after that is the next step, which you're gonna need the juice of 1 lemon. I actually juice a bunch of lemons and put them in the freezer and make little cubes, like small cubes, what I think would be about the size of a lemon's amount of juice. So that's what I did. I just defrosted one of those. Okay, so got as much out as I could. You can see it's, I squeezed it a lot. So now I'm going to do the part with the lemon. Okay, so let me tell you something. I might even throw that piece of that video in here, because I actually have a video of me doing the purple violets. If this was purple violets, this would be like aqua color right now, and when you pour this lemon juice in it, it turns purple, and it's so cool. So I think I'm gonna add that to the video just so you can see, because it's the same process. It's just one's purple and one's not, because these are white. So anyway, so then you just add your lemon juice, and then we're gonna go to the next step, which is putting it in the pot. So I wanted to come back real quick. You probably can't tell too good in the camera. It actually turned almost like a pinkish color. So we're gonna see what it looks like when it's actually done, because I've never done the white violets before, only the purple. So I just wanted to show y'all that. It's almost like a pinkish tint. Maybe it's hard to see in the camera, but it is. So this is the part of the video is that I was going to add. This is when we did the purple violets, how the water was kind of a bluish color after we did the infusion, and then we added lemon, and look at it.
Lemon juice.
Look how beautiful that is. Really pretty. I mean, there's...
So a really important step in this process is sterilizing your jars. For this violet jelly, I'm only going to need one 1-pint jar. I'll probably get a 1/2-pint jar just in case I have extra to sterilize. So I usually wash these with soap and water, hot soap and water, and I check the rings to make sure there's no dents in them. The lids are new, always get new lids. And there's no cracks or broken glass on the jar, because then that would be unsafe. It's not going to seal correctly, and you need it to be sealed, and you need to not have any bacteria or anything in there so you don't get sick. So once they're washed with hot soap and water, I put the jar in a pot. I fill up the pot with water and 1 inch above the jar at least, and then once I get it boiling, I let it boil usually for like 10 minutes. And I even put the lids and the ring in there as well. And then that way it's sterilized before I put any food in there. Because the last thing you want to do is you or a family member or give it away and get someone sick. So make sure these jars are sterilized. And I used, like I said, just 1 jar for the violet. Okay, so the next step in the process for the white violet jelly is we have a mixture. Where's it at? Okay. So this is what it's strained, and I can tell you it's kind of like looking pinkish now. When I added the lemon juice, it made it pink. I was not expecting that. So like I said, if you had the purple one, it would look blue, and then when you add the lemon juice, it turns purple. So I just have a little saucepan. I'm pouring it in there, and then I'm gonna pour in the pectin, which I had 1 cup of violets. I'm gonna do about 1.5 tablespoons of pectin for this recipe. So I got my pectin, and whatever pectin you get, this is the powder kind. I mean, it kind of tells you in there how much pectin to use. So let me go with my 1.5 tablespoons of pectin. Let's see. Pour it in there. I need to get a 1/2 tablespoon now. Okay. And we are gonna cook this for a little while until it starts to kind of boil. Once it boils, I'm gonna let it boil for a minute, then I'm gonna add all the sugar. So I'm gonna kind of show you what it's looking like. So let me get this started. Okay, so all I did was turn it on, and you could still kind of probably see the pectin in there. I'm just gonna stir it until it dissolves, and once this starts to boil, I'll come back and show you, and then we'll add all the sugar. So you'll be able to see how that looks. Just kind of wanted to show you where I'm at right now. It's not boiling yet, but this is the pectin all dissolved in it. So once it starts to boil, we'll add 2 cups of sugar to this. Okay, so it's been at a heavy boil for about a minute now. So now is whenever I add the sugar. So I'm putting 2 cups of sugar. Adding it all in. And then I'm just going to stir it. Once it's all stirred, I'm going to let it boil for a couple of minutes, probably about 4 minutes. And then I'm going to be able to ladle it into the jars after that. So you see, it's actually a really easy process. I'll get it all dissolved. And I'll show you what it looks like while it's boiling when I get to that point. So as you can see, I got the white violet jelly at a boil now. So I'm going to let it boil for about 4 minutes, and then I'm going to ladle it into the jar, or jars, we'll see. And then I'll be able to do the water bath. So the jelly has been boiling for 4 minutes with the sugar and pectin and everything in it. So now with the white violet jelly, I'm going to just pour it into the jar. I'm going to see, I might have to put it into a second jar. So you just literally pour it in there. If you had a huge pot, you could ladle it in there, but I have this little pot, so it works fine. So let's see. I have barely any left after this. So what I'm probably going to do, see how little bit I have left? I'm probably just going to put that in a container and put it in the fridge for us to eat. If it was enough for another jar, I would do another jar, but it's not. So now that I have it in here, and it's very, very hot, so be very careful when you're doing this. I'm just gonna get my lid. I already have it written on there with the date and everything. And I'm just gonna put it on there. I'm gonna have to get an oven mitt to do this because it's so hot. I don't wanna burn my hand. So just hold it, turn the lid on, and then I am able to put it in the pot for the water bath. So I'm gonna get my tongs, grab it, pick it up, and put it straight in the pot. And then I'll be able to boil it for 10 minutes, and that should seal the jar after that point. So you just wanna do a water bath for 10 minutes once it starts boiling. So now I have the 3 jars that I made. I made a white violet jelly and 2 white clovers jellies. So I have them in my pot of water, and you want to have about 1 inch of water above them. And once the water starts to boil, I'm going to let it boil for 10 minutes in the water bath, and then the jar should be sealed. And you can just put them in your pantry, or you can give them out as gifts, pop it open, and start serving it on your food. It's awesome, guys. So if you're new to canning and you're unfamiliar with the water bath, this is the rolling boil. So we let this go for 10 minutes. And once that's done, you literally just turn it off, pull the jars out, and just let them sit. And the seals will pop on the lid. And once you can't pop them anymore, once they're on there, sealed, and then it's ready to go, and you can put it in your pantry. So I've just got my 3 jars out of the water bath. And you see how you're pushing on it doesn't make that popping noise? That means that they have sealed. So they are ready to go in the pantry once they're completely cooled. And at that point, you can just let it stay in there and just open it whenever you're ready. It does not have to be refrigerated unless it wouldn't seal for some reason. Then you'd want to put it in the refrigerator. But these sealed perfectly, so that's it. And this is white clover jelly. And this is my white violet jelly. Easy as cake, y'all. I wanted to make a quick edit to the last thing I just said. I said that the jars, of course, they need to be sealed without the lid popping. If it pops after you're done sterilizing, sometimes it takes several minutes, but if it just does not seal, it needs to go in the refrigerator. If it does seal perfectly fine, you can put it in the pantry. But once you take it out of the pantry and you open it, it needs to go in the refrigerator. I made it sound like you could just put it back in the pantry. No. Once you open that jar and to eat out of it, it has to go in the refrigerator so it does not go bad. So I really hope you enjoy watching how to make the violet jelly. I want to show you what one looks like. This is one of the jellies I made. So this is it. And it's good, as I've said several times in the video, and you just put it on bread, pancakes, whatever you want. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked what you saw, click the subscribe so I can put more videos, leave comments about any questions you have, and y'all have a blessed day.